for giving me the opportunity to speak. There was no real up-to-date new changes made in the city of New York around it. This FYI, our meetings are now live streamed on our YouTube channel. And so we are, all our meetings will be people from far and abroad and be able to log in to be able to be part of our meetings from far. So, and it becomes part of our YouTube page. So if you have social media, look for Bronx Community Board 1, but you should do introductions first, so everybody around the table, so they can be able to be known to the people who are watching our meeting before. Mr. Chairman.
So thank you all. It is an opportunity, and I want to say thank you, our technology committee, who organized the streaming live. So people, even not in the meeting, they can watch what is the productivity, how we handling our board businesses. This is something unique. I just want to say thank you, technology committee, especially Sandy Lopez. Thank you for this opportunity. Today, we're going to start, and we'd like to hear the idea.
Any more other introductions? Other people, introductions? Who they're on the table?
Yeah, this is why I am giving the floor Argelia Ortiz to introduce herself and the same time the best idea, whatever in her mind, and how we can move forward. Argelia, this is your floor.
Hello, everybody. My name is Argelia Ortiz. I'm happy to serve as a secretary here for the Immigration Committee. And you're next.
Thank you. Hey, my name is Isa Bubakar. It was really an honor for me to be a part or to work with the Board Committee 1 to the point where now I serve in the Committee of Immigration. It's really good. I think everybody should think about that. We have to give back to our community. So I wish people will join us on live, and that will be very active also in our neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Isa. Now, I like to mention one thing. Since I sent a Ramadan letter, I get a very positive feedback from my fellow board members. And this is something very encouraging, and they have a very unique and ideas they push. Like say, they want to help, our community board wants to help local underserved mosques. There is a lot of migrated people, how they can give them some kinds of food or something. It comes from my fellow board members. I like the idea, and also with the help of our district managers, we like to sit down with Imam from Darussalam Morsi. So how we can help them? What time is the best time to set up an appointment with them? And then what is the place where we can disperse what I have? All these things will be done in the right way through the help of our district manager, sir. So today I am informed from the Imam office, he will make an official letter to our board office that they can get some help, like say food-wise, festive-wise, and any other things available. Those kinds of things, he will make a request, and sitting with the district manager, we will figure it out, the timing and the place we can disperse, how we can make it very fruitful. So this is why I give the floor to district manager, how we can implement those positive ideas, help the Darussalam Morsi.
So in our work, Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Immigration for Bronx Community Board 1 in the City of New York advocates and monitors the delivery of approved benefits, resources, and services from our city agencies and contracted and non-contracted organizations within the Community Board 1 boundaries. And we know that our mosque and during this holy season of Ramadan, our brothers and sisters of this community need to feel the full support of this community. So through our charitable contribution that comes from our fruits and vegetable distribution, we are planning to put aside a special amount of resource of food so that our brothers and sisters who during this holy season need to be able to have resources to be able to, for their families and loved ones to come together and break fast at during sundown. We have set aside every Saturday during the season of Ramadan to ensure that they have the resources. We will continue our work to work with elected officials and our board members and advocates in organizations throughout the district, the borough, and the city to review pending legislation, housing opportunities, opportunities to language access, education, right to shelter, and work opportunities and programs that create and enhance the quality of life for all immigrants within the boundaries of Community Board 1, including those who are visa holders, asylum seekers, dreamers, and folks who are seeking their work authorization card or either holders within our boundaries. It is always that we know in this community, we are the melting pot of America. There's not one culture, one race, one part of this world that's not represented within Community Board 1, Mr. Chairman, under your leadership and under the leadership of Carissa Aliato. The committee will continue to help focus on social problems within the board's boundaries for immigrants and migrants, which include those who are suffering, unfortunately, to poverty, who are suffering because of other issues as it relates to lack of education, securing the housing, securing proper and meaningful employment to make meaningful wages, because we do not want employers to take advantage of people who, because of where they were born, to take advantage of them and not provide them with their correct wages, including tips if they're given, to making sure that they have the right to take care of their family for equal days work as well as an equal days pay. One also stated that we will continue to function and live out our work as a board to making sure that our meetings will be becoming more transferable in language. So we'll be now working very hard to have our meetings now be broadcast in Spanish and other languages to ensure that everyone can participate either remotely through our YouTube channels, social media channels, or through our in-person meetings. So we're excited that, and we're going to be reaching out to our elected officials to ask for their support in making that happen. Mr. Chairman, I wanted to say that when you were first approached by Chairperson Aliato for this position and what you would like to do to help further your community and this board, you automatically said that we have to figure out a way to making sure that immigrants in our community or migrants or new arrivals have a place in this community and feel solid, that they're represented by not only the elected officials, but by each other. And so I am excited that you have decided to serve this role as chair, and you've chosen your vice chair and your secretary, and I am excited to serve as your district manager and really get this work done. So Saturday, if you are free to be able to come here starting at 10 a.m. to the community board to help make sure we package some of our stuff to feed the community, to our fruits and vegetables distribution, then also to lay some food aside for our brothers and sisters from the nearby mosque, and working with the imam to ensure that our brothers and sisters have the proper food and nourishment to break fast. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to mention one thing, that in this community and in this board especially, something different the other board does. But the difference is we are pretty close to Manhattan, and South Bronx is a place for everyone. And they come to the subway system, buses system, everyone is in my borough. So I find it interesting, yesterday I was in an iftar event with Borough President Office, our Honorable Borough President, just say we want to embrace everyone, welcome everyone, and try our best to help all the diverse community. Does not matter he is from Africa, he is from India, he is from Bangladesh, or any other country. We all come with the research. So there's kinds of message telling us to work with the community and make a very significant, meaningful to our community. And I'm blessed, our chairperson, Carissa also Aliato, has the same vision on her mind to be involved with the community in either way we can. Doesn't matter the Muslim community, Jewish community, Christian community, work shoulder to shoulder and make a significant change in their life, in our community life. And I'm blessed, I'm happy to get a bunch of brilliant, experienced people in my committee. Argelia Ortiz has always some new ideas, and we're going to focus on these ideas. And I believe her vision, her ideas, if we can move forward. The only thing I want to mention that we want to create 24/7 immigration health line. That's a vision. That is supported by my community. Everybody say, when you guys going to start, how are you going to involve? And the elected official has a kind of support. They will support also. So I believe we can start things one after another, one thing at a time. So right now, Mr. District Manager just pointed out, this Saturday we need some volunteers so we can help. I believe we can put some names, we can put some people, so this job will be done in the right way. And then officially, our secretary will present how we can help officially our neighborhood people, our community people. I'm looking forward, everybody's support, and we start step by step, one thing at a time. And thank you, and this floor is now open for everyone. Any question, any concern, any advice will be appreciated.
Okay, well, what I can say, just to reiterate a little bit what has kind of, you've touched on everything. I've had the opportunity to come and volunteer for the food pantry on Saturdays. Very rewarding experience. We signed up over 100 people, right, Anthony? Yeah, and I bet you that line is going to get longer.
Oh, yeah.
Now that they're aware and conscious that we are giving out fresh fruits and vegetables to the people, and I can tell that they're appreciating it. But it has been a very, I feel very privileged to be able to help in my community.
Awesome.
And I know that the food situation in our community especially, look, people are saying that when they go to the market, things are expensive. You've got people feeding families and everything, and that helps a little bit. So I think it's a very worthwhile. The only other thing that I want to mention is that yesterday I was at the youth committee meeting and with Stephanie, and we were talking about the necessities that a lot of the immigrant youths, the young people who are immigrants, have in our district. I mean, one example that I personally know, like I spoke to a youth, his parents are immigrants, and he qualified for he's a high school youth, he's 17 years old, but he was afraid to fill out the form because I think his parents are immigrants and they're illegal, he said, and I don't want to get them in trouble. He told, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to explain to him, no, you're not going to get them in trouble because what you write here is confidential. But one of the needs that I found, especially with the immigration youth, is that many times they do qualify for benefits, but and I think with the whole immigrant population, which is not fair to them, but some of them are fearful. Some of them are afraid, because let's face it, our government hasn't always been very kind. Well, it's not that, it's that it's easy when a person is in a new country, it's easy to get lost. I could imagine what that's like, okay? So that's the only thing I want to mention, that some of the youth, the immigrant youth, were mentioned yesterday at our committee meeting with Stephanie, the chair, a very wonderful chair, and we are thinking of ways, and I will get back to you, and we're again bringing forth some ideas of how we could reach that immigration population. I know there are a large of them. Right, yesterday we talked about it in the high schools. We may be reaching out to some of the high schools in our districts. I know our district has a big population of immigrant youth, and they have certain needs that are never met. So those are some of the things that we're doing. Some of the languages that were mentioned in the technology committee, thanks to Sanyi again, for the great technology ideas, but we talked about the languages. I know, like I remember last year at our general board meeting, we had a Bangladesh community of people that came. And that's one of the, I think French, the Bangladesh community, there's a bit Hispanic community.
Yeah.
So I think we could start, and we're going to try and see what kind of technical things we could do I know, for example, they have the one where a person could put on there's like an earpiece they could put on and somebody's translating. So we're trying to see what are the different convenient technologies that we could utilize with that avenue of providing them so they could understand. And that's what was said at the other committees. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Julia. Thanks for explaining well. Brother Lisa, this is your program.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, District Manager. Thank you, Secretary. Me, I'm first generation immigrant. Yes, my case and their case may be different, but I can know exactly what they're going through. It's really tough. And I think this country can use, if this country can use them wisely, they will contribute a lot into the community. Because most of human beings that immigrate, most of them, they have vision. Like they seeking for opportunity to achieve a goal. I'm not gonna say 100%, but as a first hand, I'm very involved in my community, very, very involved. And then I know the quality, the qualification of most people that come. To be honest with you, if I have the mean, I will tell them stay there back Africa. You know that you will contribute a lot. But I don't have the opportunity and they're here. So I think it will be good for our city to know, yes, the beginning will be a burden, especially when they're not authorized to work. But the potential is there. Most of them are young, and the potential is there. So it can be a good if really we take aside the politics and then try to see, okay, how can we flip from worse to positive? The second thing that I would like to mention, really the shelter system is still really not working. I don't know nothing about it. I'm sorry, I'm not a politician. I just come in and I'm telling you guys what I experienced, my own experience. The shelter system is not working because for us in African community is really taking a lot toll on us. Because some people that come can be extended family member, cousin or something like that. It's unconscionable in our culture to hear that you hear somebody come, you cannot host them. And most of them will struggle. If you have no paper, you not qualify in any house. Most of the few people who will think is really hard. The renting, everybody knows, is skyrocketing. It's impossible. It's like a city that the landlord does whatever they want to do. It's very hard in anybody who's not in public assistance housing. It's very, very hard. I'm one of them. I work for the city, but I know my rent take almost more than half of my income. And that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the more likely I'm not qualified in any city system. So imagine if I have a couple of people that come. I didn't invite them, but once they come, what can I do? So it's not only me, it's a lot of people that are through. In our mosque that our chairperson will try to see if we can get help to it. You almost destroy the community. That mosque has been in this neighborhood more than 10 years. You almost destroy it. Because we open it for them to come just to for the application, the ID and the healthcare, but they don't know where to go. So they sleep there. A mosque is not made to sleep there. Religion-wise, we shouldn't let them sleep there. But what can we do? We let them sleep. First of all, the building is not built for that. So that means it can be a violation to us. But what can we do? The shelter system is not working. The shelter system is not taking in consideration of a lot of things. So these are really two problems that if time permits, and if people think that my input are things, these are things that I can definitely talk about them in the future. I'm going to stop over here, and I thank you guys very, very much for listening and for the opportunity.
Well, okay, well, he'd also answer as well, but Thank you, Lisa, for speaking about that. Certainly is a very big necessity.
Hello.
Hello, Imam.
Yes,
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Muhammad.
How are
How are you?
Have a seat.
Hi, my sister. How are you? Nice to meet you. How are you? Isa, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Good, good.
Mr. Imam,
Yeah.
district manager,
Okay.
Mr. Anthony Jordan.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Isa, for explaining the burning issue that are facing in our daily life. That's a serious issue. And I just want to say thank you, Mr. Imam, to organize those people, give them the opportunity to get a NYC ID. So ID is very close, and he's the very lion-hearted man I see every time. If they have a space for 10 people, he try to organize 15, 20 people. Friday, day like this, unbelievable going on. Sometimes that's the kind of issue. But anyway, this immigration issue, we cannot fix it now. It is not our local issue. It is goes to federally, immigration is a big issue. But if you look humanitarian way, they are human being also. Like district manager mentioned, they sleep on the mat, they sleep on the floor, city buildings. So that's kind of impact in our quality of life. So as a concerned citizen, it is our job, and we are very careful how we can adjustment with the main things, like city have any resources that he mentioned also, any housing issue, also barriers, language barriers. So we're going to work step by step on things. But before I move on, I want to mention one important thing. That's tomorrow's date. So Argelia, how many people you need for disbursing the food tomorrow?
For
Volunteering.
distributing the food.
Who?
Well, Anthony has the answer to that, but to be honest with you, as many people as possible. Yeah, because so far, we have had, it's been over 100 people, and we just started this month. So I know that line is gonna keep getting longer,
Yeah.
especially now that they have become knowledgeable. We've been giving out flyers all over the community and everything, so I bet you tomorrow we may get 200. I think every week it's gonna, right? So Anthony, you can
So
speak.
I want to also welcome the Imam and thank you so much for coming to this space, having you here
Yeah.
is a big honor on behalf of our chairperson, Curtis Aliato,
Thank you.
chair. And so this wonderful also our meeting is being live streamed. So on our social media channel, so that all our watchers who understand the work that you must. I want to step back before I answer the question. That this is the time. If you go back to the time in the 1960s, it was the religious institutions who provided started the fight with the people of civil rights, rights of housing, rights of ensuring that people who are properly arrested, rights of ensuring that people who are new to this country had the right to not be discriminated against, or people who are Americans, blacks, to be discriminated. And so I congratulate you and all everyone who's attached to this mosque and the work that this committee is going to be doing to help try to make some of the things that are crooked in our district and in our country straight. Is a hard task. It's not easy. Sometimes it's very lonely, even when you have many people doing it together. But they say there's a proverb I think that said that you want to go far, go with a lot of people. So so I'm glad that you're joining. Like I was saying before, Imam, that you heard that this board is pledging to share its resources on Saturday to ensure that the brothers and sisters who come to the mosque have the ability to have the extra fruits and vegetables to help break fast during this very holy season. So we join you, Muslims and non-Muslims, in that work. We are in need of 10 volunteers every Saturday because we fed this last time 190 families that turned to 346 individuals. So remember, every one person in that line, when you go back home, there are 6 or 7 people in that household. And so that's why you find many people in our community, because I talked about this in the last committee meeting. Unfortunately, we are the community, the district of the highest housing insecurity, the highest food insecurity, and the community that's struggling to ensure proper education.
Health disparities.
Right. So, and also health disparities that are affecting us in so many ways. As the brother reiterated, is even if you work in a good job, you paid more than half your money in rent. So he's trying to find a place. Even I'm sure it's hard to have a mosque, a holy place to play that help to keep it together. But inshallah, the law that he has continued to provide so that there's a place for people to go and pray.
Yes.
And so yes, how many altogether is at least 10 volunteers. We need people to carry the boxes off the truck, to people to start bagging up the bags, to people who are going to start breaking down the bags so that we can be able to do this every Saturday. So to answer your question, Mr. Chairman, 10 or more volunteers. The sign-in sheet folder is right there where people who are willing to come every Saturday here at 10 a.m. This office opens up so that we can have that opportunity to continue this good work. And it started like the secretary said, with a few people online, a few people helping out, to now it is becoming a revolution, opportunity to do this again. This is where I came from before coming here, working in food insecurity and some cases of food pantries. Every little bit counts. So we will look forward to, again, supporting the work of helping our community and helping the brothers and sisters. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. This question is to you. I get an email saying, my fellow board member saying, please try to include Darussalam mosque. This is the opportunity because this gentleman is actually like, you're the president of Darussalam? Yeah, he's the president. Yeah. So we can work with him, with the right person, even he's related with the mosque. So tomorrow's program, we're going to do in the board office, and the people going to be here, that's from Darussalam or in the neighborhood, any people can come.
It's open to the general public.
So
we start giving out some stuff we open up at 10 for volunteers. We start giving it out about 11 o'clock.
So we can spread the word. Tomorrow will be free for distribution here at Board 1.
Sir.
So such a case, Mr. Imam, I am humbly requesting you to give couple of people. So I believe we have people over there. And I volunteer myself. I believe if Brother Isa is available.
Please put your name right there. The list is there.
Yeah,
the
and our sister Artesia also always with us. So this is,
sir.
yeah, this way we, that thing, I can tell my fellow board members that we are working with the Darussalam. We are working with the Imam. Yeah. We are open the local
he's working with us.
Yeah. That will be a very, very appreciative way they will explain it. And thank you, Imam, for the opportunity. Inshallah, inshallah, we will do that. And people will be here at 10 o'clock until then.
They start at about 11 o'clock, right?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock we start. Volunteers coming in, getting this.
So 10 to what time I going to mention with them? 10 to.
They should come at 10. Volunteers
About
come at
10 is when the volunteers should come, right?
And 11
10 o'clock. So I would say between 10 and 10:30, the volunteers should start coming, and we start setting things up.
Yeah.
And already by 11 o'clock is when the distribution starts.
Awesome.
Because we need, like, for example, I helped out with the bags.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of help needed, everything. We help bring the bags outside. And then when the food comes up, some of the guys have to carry the boxes.
Yeah.
We put the tables outside there for them. And so it's like a full schedule. And I think that if we had about 190 people, I bet you this time we're going to get 290 people, because we've been giving out flyers to the different people. And I'm hoping to see maybe people from the mosque or from the masjid come also. And I'm happy to see you here today, and glad that you'll be helping us, and we're going to be helping you too. You know, Imam, I'm going to tell you, I was born here. Okay, I belong to a Christian church, I belong, but I'm going to get you some information on my own about those things. Okay, this is just impromptu off the meeting here, but we have in our church like a social worker that comes to help the pastors, because we see that there's a big need of these services. And I know that, I bet you that in your mosque, okay, you may not have, of course, a shelter there, but sometimes like the city with the programs will provide a staff person to come and bring them the resources and let them know where they can go. Because Esau, you said something very important. It's that many of these people, they don't know where to go.
So I want to reiterate this one thing.
Yeah.
The board we have here on Wednesdays, from 9 to 5, we have a case manager for families who have the difficulty in paying their back rent, or falling behind their rent, for families who are in need of applying for food stamps, SNAP, for families who are finding also and have needs, any need at all. Then they are welcome to come to the office on Wednesday from 9 to 5 here, and I have flyers. We can have them translated. And what's the appropriate language to translate for the
Language.
Hamas?
What is the majority
Arabic.
of the language that the people speak?
We do have, I'm cutting off Imam though, he knows more than, but we
I know
do,
I wanted to give
yeah.
a chance, but the chair wanted.
we some of our new members that's coming in from Africa, I can say probably 80% does not even speak French or English. You have Wolof, you have Fulani. These are the things that I think later on the city has to incorporate.
As another language.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, the gentleman from Ghana, there are lots of Ghana people speak the Guyanese language, Ghana.
Yes, yeah.
What is the name of your language, sir?
Oro.
Wolof.
Wolof. So in this one, Senegalese, a lot of Senegalese people also. We will do this step by step, inshallah. Doing this one. I just want to say thank you all because it is a holy month,
Yes.
and also the work ahead of us. It is a holy work. If you serve a box of food, vegetables, pastries, it would be written in your record that you have that, and that is the teaching of our Ramadan. Mr. District Manager, I tell you, we use that kind of vision, we could benefit it. I believe when Imam goes to mosques and tell there is an opportunity, voluntary opportunity, a lot of people will sign up, and I will leave it to Imam, the bank thing here.
How many people you need?
Yeah, so I need 5 people from you.
Okay.
So hopefully,
More than that, I guess.
yeah. And then other thing I want to clear from district, all those people, migrated people, live around, walk around, they can get our vegetables, food security stuff all as well, right? It doesn't,
Dogs that sign up.
and then they sign up, and then
Dogs that sign in.
So-
Any job ID or passport?
No, just sign your name.
It's a land.
sign in, and yeah, this way.
Sign your name and tell us how many people are in your household that we need to.
Okay.
There's no ID required.
Okay.
We want to make it as easy as possible. We
Yeah.
understand that it's already a burden for some people to come to the line or to come back to. I understand. I was a child. My family was a child who came from that same situation that we depended on. Mother raised six children by herself. So we understand
Oh,
that you sometimes have to lean on others to help. And it's a family, a village to take care of each other. Please, Imam, sign in. And I don't know if the chair wants to give you the floor to say.
Yeah, you are here, you name and you sign this one. The record that you are here, you are representing our community. Anyway, Mr. District, is my request, do we have any old business to anybody?
There is no business.
So if there is nothing old, there is any new business that we can discuss, unless otherwise, I believe we can like make a motion to adjust today's meeting, because we have a work tomorrow ahead of us, so we organize after our meeting adjournment. So any new businesses? Artelia?
No, I think we kind of mentioned everything that's new today, and I think we have already new business on the table, so thank you very much, Mohammed.
May I get a motion to adjourn?
Okay, go ahead, I'll make a motion, you can,
I will second.
okay, there we go.
So-
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned today. That's
Very good.
district manager.
Yeah, Iman, I'm going to write your name in the minutes of the meeting for the attendance, okay? What is the full name?
See here, don't go, we have people waiting.
Would
for
the
you.
Iman like to say anything to us? Is there anything you would like to say?
We will get you next step by step, but today we.
Yes, to get ready for to